Hello and welcome to the $1 Million Message. This is your Fearless Friday message with Callie DeBlanda Brigham, calling from beautiful Pensacola Beach, Florida. I believe it was Benjamin Franklin who said, "In this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes," and that there's a change in Mary Kay Cosmetics. Okay, he didn't say that last part, but I did. I know. It seems like every day there is something new, that there is another change, and yesterday was no different. The Nationals first heard the news, then sales directors, and then yesterday, all beauty consultants heard the news about the bold move that Mary Kay is taking when it comes to Amazon. So I'm going to be bold, and I'm going to share a few thoughts with you on it today, and I hope I get all of my facts right. That's my goal. It is kind of bold for me to share this because there's some nuances to it, and I want to make sure I get it right. And I also want you to stick around to the end for, I think, my overall perspective on this that I shared with my team last night. So let's just go for it. Let's just tackle it. And maybe when you saw the announcement, maybe you either your heart skipped a beat, or you got concerned, or you didn't understand, or it felt confusing, or maybe a little unsettling. But what I want you to know is no matter what you were feeling in that moment, that this decision is about protecting consultants, our brand, and our customers from chaos, from counterfeit, from all kinds of things too. So there's a huge problem that you may have recognized when it comes to Amazon. And Amazon has been flooded with unauthorized sellers that are selling Mary Kay products. They're either selling expired or used products, they're selling knockoffs and counterfeits, or there's even fraudulent listings. And all of these things damage our reputation. And frankly, they cost so much in man hours and money when it comes to our legal department. Ryan Rogers, in a video that he created about this, said that it's like playing whack-a-mole, that you get rid of one and two more pop up. So it's been years and years and years of trying to fight this, trying to combat this. Again, so many resources, so much money towards this, and it is a huge issue. The listings, they confuse customers, they hurt consultant sales, and we'll even talk about in a second that they risk serious safety issues too. So after years and years and years of fighting this, and understanding that Amazon only cooperates so much, which is not very much, they had to come to the conclusion that they were going to make this bold move that Amazon only fully cooperates when a brand has an official verified presence and that they have an official verified selling presence with their own storefront. So Mary Kay has decided this month in October to open a very limited official Amazon storefront. And why this matters is this is going to give the company authority to control the listings and to trigger enforcement tools. When a company has their own Amazon storefront, that's the only products of theirs that can be sold through Amazon. And in other words, it eliminates any other listing that is outside of that storefront. The key points of this are there will only be, at a time, 3 to 5 products being available and being sold. It may rotate on occasion that you'll see different products being sold. No limited edition or anything like that. So when the new winter products come out next month, it will not include that. A significantly higher price than retail, and this is to discourage any undercutting or the thought, oh, I'll just get it on Amazon cheaper. So it will be, and the products that are going to currently be available are listed on your InTouch so you can see, and you can see the difference in price. The profits from this are going to be reinvested back into marketing and brand protection. So this is not designed to be in competition with consultants. As a matter of fact, they have the products listed higher in many ways to discourage clients and customers from purchasing from Amazon and instead really wanting to direct them to marykay.com or to having a beauty consultant. So they're going to be making sure that is a huge emphasis, is really the direction back to having a beauty consultant. And so the purpose of this is to protect our brand and not to replace it. We're not going retail. It's really the only way left to regain control from these unauthorized sellers, to make sure that customers receive authentic product and uphold the brand reputation. there has been a precedent for this, just a couple that I've looked into and learned about. Nike is a huge one. Nike tried to pull off Amazon entirely. So they were on Amazon and then they just pulled their brand completely. However, it backfired on them. Counterfeit listings kept popping up even more. So very recently, they did basically the same thing. They returned with a limited brand control model, and it gave them that enforcement power. Kendra Scott takes a similar approach. You may have noticed over the years that initially there was a lot of Kendra Scott being sold, most of it counterfeit, and now they have a curated Amazon storefront again. It controls their presentation and their quality, and it sues the counterfeit and unauthorized online sellers. So we're following in that proven path that several large luxury and well-known brands have done. So you might be saying, like, what products were even being sold? And I mentioned that they might have been old or used or even from fraudulent activities. So some of you have experienced scammers that are trying to order large quantities of product from you using stolen credit cards, etc. That could be sold either on the black market or in other countries or on Amazon. But the biggest thing is counterfeit or knockoff cosmetics. So literally they might be ordering a product that is not manufactured by us. It looks like it, but it's not. And they're made in unsafe and unregulated environments. And when they have tested these, they found mercury and lead and arsenic in them, industrial chemicals, bacteria. They might be expired or rebottled formulas. That's scary. So taking like eye makeup remover bottle and pouring the counterfeit product into it. So these can have huge health effects on people, and we'll be able to flag and remove these listings so much better, so much more quickly, so much more efficiently. So this is a protection for us. Our brand image, it's going to help it stay strong. Customers who may have gotten burned, like literally, by fake products will know that the only guaranteed authentic Mary Kay comes from my consultant. The limited Amazon presence does not take away from our sales. There's only a couple products they can buy. If they want the products maybe they have been buying on there, they're going to have to come to a consultant. It builds trust and it builds awareness. So it is a bold move. It's a bold move. And just another way that we want to lead well and lead with integrity. And we want to protect what we've done. And in this digital age and e-commerce age, this is one of the only ways to do it. So Amazon is not our competition, never has been, never will be. The counterfeiters maybe have, and the strategy is going to beat them at their own game. Now, I said I wanted to finish by saying something. In some ways, as an independent beauty consultant, we do have to rely on what Mary Kay Corporate is doing. They manufacture our products. They distribute our products. Of course, they have their way of trying to support us with marketing and PR and e-commerce and social media and all those things. But I want to remind you, at the end of the day, that this is your business. And if some of these changes and things that have been happening are not, you don't feel that this is a way or a path forward or what you like or how you would have done it, I just want you to know you get to control the narrative of your Mary Kay business. And for a lot of you, this may be the catalyst to say, you know, I'm going to go back to what built my business in the first place. It was face-to-face. It was eye-to-eye. It was knee-to-knee. It was toe-to-toe. I didn't have to worry about a customer buying on Amazon when I was doing a party at her kitchen table. And I had my inventory at my house, or the party was at my house, and I had my inventory. And I could package it up cute, and I could put little samples, and I could write a special note. And I want to get back to that. So for some of you, this may trigger the fact that I want to build my business the way that I had built my business in the past. You get to say what your Mary Kay business looks like. Yes, there are changes. Yes, there are significant things that just feel that have maybe made things look a little different. But it doesn't have to look different for you if you don't want it to look different. I was at the mall this past weekend with my daughter shopping for homecoming dresses. And as we walked through one of the department stores, the cosmetic counters were packed. People were walking around. Women were sitting in chairs getting makeovers in public. They were trying on products. They were experiencing them. They were talking to the cosmetic counter salespeople. So there's something to be said for what we have that nobody can take away. And that's the personal relationship that you can have. Having women try on products, giving them stellar customer service experiences, and at the end of the day, having you. So just a reminder, we're all good, making bold moves, but you get to decide what this looks like for your business. All right, make it a great day. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.